in a forest with a black? Would you rather be trapped in a forest with a black man or a bear?
Definitely a bear. I ain't going cap.
The bear.
A bear.
Let's go with a bear.
Oh, a bear?
I take my chances with the bear.
A bear.
Why the bear?
Look at these generation of men.
I don't trust these men.
I ain't no telling what he'll do. I know what the bear try to do. The bear try to grab me and I had to beat the bear up or something. You know how they got these 100 against the gorilla? I would be one of the 100.
I don't know the black man.
Because at least I would know his intentions. You don't really know what a human's intentions are going to be if you're alone with him.
I don't got no answer, just the bear.
I feel like the bear wouldn't try to fuck me. You know, I'd rather die than to get, you know what I'm saying?
Would you rather be trapped in a forest with a black man or a...
Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto you. Yahweh, Ahchyam, Yahushua, Ahchyam, Kakodash. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, who the word and calls God, and his name in Hebrew means he exists. And Yahushua, his name is unbegotten Son, who the word and calls Jesus Christ, and his name in Hebrew means he is delivered by submitting the name of Kakodash to the Holy Spirit. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elder of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings unto this sacrament is pushed forward in the truth. Throughout the four corners of the earth, I want to say shalom to you, brothers, and keep pushing, and a double shalom unto the Israelites that's looking like the other nations that just shall watch them. I want to say shalom to you, brothers and sisters as well. My name is The Wire from the GMS Alliance in St. Louis camp, and I'll come back at it with another video. I just ran across this pathetic video that was done by a N-dub and interviews other N-dubs, and they said that they would choose a bear, which, you know, it's a lot of these women nowadays, particularly these Western women that chooses a bear over a man. Like, they would rather take their chances with an animal that weighs a ton and that can rip you to shreds and eat you alive. Okay, and number one, it just shows the lack of respect that they have for the Israelite man, or just men in general, which, you know, men built the world, but yet these women fail to realize that, and they little stupid minds, you know, like everything that they doing, and like how they can walk in this store, you know, has been created by men. Okay, you know, you got a lesbian on there, you got whores, studs. Okay, and a lot of the comments is a lot of these women look like bears. They damn self, which I thought that was pretty funny because yeah, that's true. But a lot of our women are just flat out overweight. Okay, but yeah, this is what Eve thinks about you. Okay, and I'm gonna entitle this, you hear that, Ahchyam? Eve chose the bear. Okay, so I got a bear and, of course, the so-called black woman, and I got the missiles. Because, believe it or not, a lot of these women over here in the West are gonna die. They're not gonna make it. Okay, and that includes our sisters, our mothers, even your daughters if you, Ahchyam, out there got children. Okay, because they just too far gone. Okay, to even think logically no more. Like, they literally hate you that much. They trying to... women over here in the West hate men that much, particularly the so-called black woman, because she takes the cake and everything. She hates us that much that she'll choose an animal that weighs a ton that can rip you to shreds and eat you alive. That has no pity or remorse for you at all. You know, at least with a man, you know... and, you know, this woman right here, this woman talked about getting raped. I mean, and that's what...
And try to fuck me.
It's like it. And that's what women gonna do. You know, when the going gets tough, when there ain't no food or water out here, they're gonna be trying to sell their box. Like, what are you talking about? You know? And that's pretty much, that's gonna be your bargaining chip. And that's what women have done throughout the history of mankind. Hey, don't kill me. You know, I want to live, but, you know, I just give you some coochie. Even though you came in my village and then sacked it and destroyed my family and all that. For me to keep my life, I'll just give you some coochie and have your child. You know, that's how women think, because it's just all about survival. And they saying the total opposite on camera, but when you actually in there, which her hair looked terrible, by the way, like, damn, like, that shit looked gross as hell. But that just goes to show you that women are survivalists, opportunists. Okay? So without further ado, I'm going to go in and hop into some scriptures. And Lord willing, this is edifying. Well, I had a few facts. It said bear bites are incredibly powerful, with bite forces ranging from 800 to 1200 psi per pound square inch. This is significantly stronger than the average human bite force, which is around 162. Grizzly bears in particular have a bite force of over 1200 psi, strong enough to potentially crush bone. Crush bone? So you'd rather take your chances with that, you know? Let's see. How fast can a bear run? A bear can run 30 miles per hour. Maximum adult. No, a human cannot outrun a bear. Bears are significantly faster than humans with top speed to 30 to 35, while the fastest human can reach around 27.5 for short bears. Bears also have the advantage of endurance and agility, allowing them to navigate varied terrain more effectively. Right? How much does a bear weigh? A grizzly bear. Okay. So grizzly bears are generally larger and heavier than other bears. Adult males average 400 to 600 pounds, or 200 to 300 kilograms, and adult female 250 to 350. Right? So it said grizzly bears can vary in weight depending on factors like sex and location, but generally adult males can weigh between 400 to 1,500 pounds, while adult females typically weigh between 200 and 700 pounds. It's like, that's crazy, man. Almost 1,500 pounds for a bear? Are you out of your damn mind? Let's go to show you that, you women are just dumb. Deuteronomy 28:54, so that the man that is turned among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be even towards his brother and towards the wife of his bosom and towards the women of his children, where he shall leave. Right? And that goes into the curses, okay, that Adam and Eve have towards each other. Adam represents the so-called black man or Israelite man in general from the various tribes. Eve represents the Israelite woman from the various tribes, but particularly the black woman, right? So that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children, whom he shall eat, because he had nothing left him in the siege and in the straitness, wherewith thy enemy shall distress thee in all thy gates. The tender and delicate woman among you, which will not have ventured to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil towards the husband of her bosom, and towards her son, and towards her daughter, and towards her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and towards her children when she shall bear. For she shall eat them for one of all things secretly in the siege and straitness, wherewith thy enemy shall distress thee in thy gates. Right? So come. I say the tender and delicate woman. Okay? His eyes shall be evil towards the husband. Because the Israelite woman hates the so-called black man. Because she, in her mind, it goes back to the deal that she made with the serpent. Okay? In her mind, she thinks that Adam being in power is a threat to her power and what she has. Okay, and it is, because you're not supposed to be in fucking power, because there's only one head, and that's the Israelite man. So you have to act like it. Okay, so you deal with these women, for A woman don't want to get on your program, you just cut her ass off. It's that simple. Okay? Because these women, they ain't shit, man. The Western woman ain't worth 2 dead flies. Okay? And that's why the Lord is going to destroy them. Because a woman's purpose is to be with a man. You know? It's Genesis 3. And we'll start at 6. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons. Right? So this goes into looking and acting like the other nations. You know? Because, you know, it's metaphorical. We're supposed to be naked, you know, bare and up front, but not ashamed. A lot of our people, they are ashamed of their heritage. So therefore they try to be like other races. Okay, especially the so-called black woman. You know, dyeing her hair different colors, but especially blonde. So who does she want to look like? She want to look like a white woman. All right? That's who she wants to be like. So let's go to Amos 5. I'm going to start at 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house, or laid his hand upon a wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it, right? So a man did flee from a lion and met a bear. So how much more so a woman? You know, like, you'd rather, as a man, you know, you ask me, hey, would you rather fight a man, or would you rather fight a bear? I'm going to choose a man. Why? Because I have a better chance of winning. You know, because a bear is just way stronger than a human. Okay? And that just goes to show you that that you women are just so stupid, man. You just think off emotions. A bear ain't going to be trying to fuck me. It don't matter about fucking you or nothing. You know, because you women are prostitutes anyway. You'll sell that box in a heartbeat. So what are you talking about? You know? When women say stuff like this, you know, I laugh because I know that's not the way how... That might be how they feel, but that's not what they gonna do. When push comes to shove, you know, you can easily just say some shit like that while you in Walmart shopping for some damn pork skins or some soda or something. Buying tampons with your black ass. So 2 Esdras 9 and 11. So like 9 and 7. And it reads, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed shall be preserved from the said perils and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. Then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. Right, so God, and that's how you're going to be saved. You're going to be saved by your faith and works. Okay? And, right. And who abuses the ways of the Lord? Particularly the so-called black woman. Okay? The most rebellious woman on the planet is the so-called black woman. Because she was under that covenant at one point in time. But she just completely just went left. So she gonna dwell in torments, you know, and everybody else that don't believe in Yahweh Shemiyah, but especially her. Because her God is either feminism, white Jesus, which is basically a form of feminism. You know, the ancestors, crystals, and all that other shit. Okay? Which ain't nothing wrong with crystals, but it's just the way how you use it. Verse 10, for such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open unto them, understood it not, but despised it. The same was known after death by pain, right? After death by pain. You know? Yeah, because a lot of you women, or people in general, is just going to die. You're not going to make it. Most men going to die. How much more so women, and you outnumber men? Okay? This shit is ridiculous, man. You people get on my nerves. Especially you women. Just turning on a microphone and just saying the most outlandish shit. And I can't wait till the Lord shut all you people's mouths. Because I'm getting tired of hearing you. If you're not a prophet, man, just shut up, man. You ain't got nothing to say. You ain't got nothing to say. And the reason why they do this because it gets us pissed off. Because a woman is a manipulative creature. You know, she likes to say things to you to get aroused out of your emotions. Is a natural manipulator. Okay, so 2 Ezra 16 and 33. The virgin shall mourn having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn having no husbands. The daughters shall mourn having no helpers. And the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of the famine. Right? So when this stuff happen, we gonna see how many women want to choose the bear. You know? She gonna be, oh, please help. Please. This is wild animal chasing me. There's a group of men chasing me. You know? I thought you'd rather choose the bear. You know, just because a man won't coochie, that makes him evil. Are you out of your damn mind? You women deserve to be raped, man. And yeah, this one right here.
This mother took both of her
Means.
I ain't no telling what he.
Would you rather be trapped?
You know, this one right here most definitely gonna be raped. Most definitely gonna be raped. So 2 Timothy, so like in 1 Timothy 2 and 9, in like manner also the women adorn themselves to modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed in Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in a transgression. Right? So Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived. So you was in a transgression. You know, and the reason why Adam failed is because he listened to Eve, his wife. You know? So that's why you ain't supposed to be listening to these damn women, man. You supposed to be listening to Yahweh Shemiah Shai. You ain't supposed to simp. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, they conceive in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. So that's how a woman is going to be saved through childbearing. So what are you talking about? You gonna choose the bear? Go right ahead. Go right ahead if you want to die. I mean, but even then, I don't mean the man gonna choose you or not. Because a lot of you women, you just too far gone. And a lot of men don't even like you American women no more. You done took it too far. And now I don't want nothing to do with you. You know, I'm one of them. Right? So Kanye, all this shit is about to end, man. This bullshit is not about to keep going on. And I got another video.
The bear because they say women are selecting the bear because they say that a man is more dangerous. What do you think about that?
I think that's like coming from like a lot of women that are unhealed.
Because men are creepy and scary.
They've kind of like chosen like the bad boy image
Bear's
first.
I found, I'm gonna say, the love of my life in Nashville.
And thinking that it would work out to being like the guy of their dreams.
And he was about to get married to a girl, and all was good.
And then they're unhealed, so they're gonna say, yeah, I'm choosing the bear over a guy.
Bear or a man?
A bear. And I feel like a bear would let me go.
Women are selected.
A bear will let you go. Are you? That shit is crazy, man. That shit is totally insane. Yeah. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakodash, Shalom, and Abababa.